Hey everybody, welcome to Law Diaries. You will find all the details of pre-constitution in this video. So let's start. With this video, we going to start of historical background of Indian Constitution. Now we are going to focus pre-constitutional laws, and it all starts history of British period. The history of British period starts in India with incorporation of East India Company. We are going to cover establishment of East India Company. Let's see how that happened. The Queen Elizabeth granted the Royal Charter of 1600, which laid down the Constitution of East India Company. The Royal Charter of 1600 East India Company was incorporated. All the members of the company incorporated a general court. Through the general court, court of directors were appointed, and this court of directors were responsible for management of the business of company. So the member of the company formulated general court. Through the general court, court of directors were appointed, and this court of directors responsible for management of the business of this company. Why is the Charter of 1600 is so important? Mainly because of two reasons. First, East India Company was incorporated through Charter of 1600, and second, through the Charter of 1600, legislative power given to the East India Company for the next 15 years. Now, using the power of Charter of 1600, company established its centers, Madras and Surat. In future, Calcutta, Madras and Bombay became the chief centers of the company. Now we will see that how the advent of Charter 1600 one by one to legislative power of the company. Charter of 1600. East India Company was established and legislative power by given to the company to formulate laws and to punish those who violate those laws. But these legislative powers were only for the governance of the company and not for the entire territory. And then came the Charter of 1661, through which the East India Company was reconstituted and substantially more powers and commands were given to the company. For example, a governor and council was appointed for settlement whose authorized to try both civil and criminal cases. Along with substantial legislative power were also given to the company. So whatever was not attainable to the Charter of 1600 was now it possible with Charter of 1661. In the Charter of 1661, the company got the power to legislate over the entire territory including the settlement, so that the major change of Charter of 1661. Then comes the Charter of 1726. The Charter of 1726 was a legal document introduced by the British Crown to establish a system of civil and criminal justice in the presidency towns of Bombay, Madras and Calcutta in colonial India. It was issued by King George I of Britain to consolidate judicial administration under British control. The charter established mayor courts in the three presidency towns. Each court consisted of a mayor and 9 aldermen, that is municipal officers. They handle civil cases with the right to appeal to the governor and council. Criminal cases were overseen by the governor and council of each presidency town. Serious criminal offences could be appealed to the King of Council in England. The charter introduced English laws and legal procedures into the Indian territories under British control. This marked the beginning of the formal application of British common law in India. It was a significant step in the legal colonization of India. Don't forget to subscribe to the video.